be the last Contra game released on the 8-bit console. There are a number of differences between this game and other Contra titles. For one, you weren't battling Red Falcon or any other alien threat. Instead, you were taking on a human terrorist group. The game made use of a weapon bar similar to that in Gradius. You would pick up attaché cases that you would earn by killing enemies or destroying objects. When you picked up one of these cases, the meter would then progress, and once it reached the part that you wanted, you would just hit select to gain that item or weapon. Also, the game featured 4 separate characters, each with their own weapons, skills, and abilities. If you were playing in single player mode, then you had the option to bring along an AI partner for a brief period of time. Now, the reason why this game is so different from other Contra games is that it wasn't meant to be a Contra title to begin with. Its name in the Japanese release, or what would have been a Japanese release, is Arkhound. The game's Japanese release was cancelled for whatever reason, despite the fact that there was already printed merchandising material in gaming magazines in Japan. For reasons known only to Konami, the decision was made to bring it to North America as a Contra title. In fact, it was originally set to be released in late 1991 as Contra 3, with the game that we know as Contra 3 being titled Contra 4. However, the game would end up being delayed until summer of that following year, with the SNES game being retitled Contra 3, and this game being named Contra Force, as you can see. Of course, the only thing it has in common with other Contra games is the 8-way aiming, 2-player co-op, and one-hit kills. While the game does have some performance issues with flickering and slowdown, it does have some pretty cool stages, including one where you fight on top of airplanes that are in mid-air. Now, the game doesn't really receive a lot of love these days. It hasn't been released on any compilation, it's not available on any virtual console, it just seemed to have been forgotten about. If you want to buy this game, then you're looking at triple digits if you're finding it on eBay. Thus, if you want to play this, then your best bet is to get your Jack Sparrow on, if you catch my drift. Anyway, that's it for the Retro in 3, and I hope to see you next time. Follow me for more gaming content. Remember those old school military shooters like Ikari Warriors, Heavy Barrel, and Contra? Ever wish they were turn-based dungeon crawlers instead? Apparently Adventure Pro Games LLC did, and I'm guessing that's how we ended up with Eye of the Commando. They were kind enough to hook the Don up with a free Steam key. By the way, if you're listening, thanks for that. Eye of the Commando is a third-person shooter / dungeon crawler hybrid that's in early access on Steam. You pick a class, and you drop on a random island to do battle with a random terrorist group. Their words, not mine. You gather loot, including weapons, weapon enhancements, and armor, you visit shops, and you engage in turn-based battles on a grid-based system. Your movements, and enemy bullets are all turn-based. The only thing that's not turn-based are your bullets. You'll need to think strategically if you want to survive all 6 stages. There aren't any roguelike elements, but it's clear that's not what the developer is going for. Again, the game's in early access, so you'll come across bugs and glitches, but updates and improvements are on the way. If you like those old-school military shooters from the 80s and 90s, check this one out. Welcome to day 16 of my look at black video game characters for Black History Month. Yesterday, we took a look at Amani from Paladins, who's one of my favorite playable champions in the game. So today, we're going to take a look at Abominable. Octavia served the Magistrate's army as one of its commanders. During a battle with Furia, she would lose a leg and have it replaced with a prosthetic. A short time after, she would, such as Yagatov and Vora. At one point, Octavia fights with a sniper rifle, and you can use its scope to get a better bead on your opponents. One of her abilities, the Commanding Leap, allows her to leap high into the air and survey the battlefield from above as she floats toward the ground. You can even use your heightened vantage point to snipe at enemies. Another ability lets her generate a dome that helps hide allies within and confuses enemies who try to approach. Her ultimate ability allows her to rain down artillery from above. When you pick her, you can also select a passive ability that benefits the entire team. Even though she's a damage champion, her abilities can make her an asset to anyone who's on her team. If you like playing a sniper in games like Battlefield and Call of Duty, you'll love her. Also, if she were to exist in the real world, there's a good chance that she would have graduated from the HBCU, and she also would have been a Zeta or a Sigma. What do y'all think? Welcome to day 4 of my look at black video game characters for Black History Month. Today, we take a look at none other than Eddie Goro, the capoeira fighter from Tekken. Making his debut in Tekken 3, Eddie has been a mainstay of the series ever since then. Born in Brazil, Eddie was born in one of the richest families in the country and was on track to inheriting the family business. Unfortunately, that all changed when upon coming home from school one day, he saw his father dying from a gunshot wound. His father had been investigating one of Brazil's biggest drug cartels and believed that he was close to stopping them. Sadly, this would not be the case. Upon dying, he pleaded with his son to confess to the crime and hide himself in prison, and so Eddie did just that. During a prison ride one day, he observed as an old man took out his ops using capoeira. Eddie decided to learn the fighting style from the old man, and his master would ask him to pass along this style to his granddaughter, Christine Ontario, after he got out. Upon Eddie's release, he joined the King of the Iron Fist tournament in Tekken 3. Afterward, he would honor his master's wish, seeking out his granddaughter and training her. Eventually, he got back on the path toward revenge against his father's killers. At one point, he would learn that Kazuya Mishima might have been involved. Eventually, Eddie's master would be released from prison. Unfortunately, he contracted a terminal illness for which there was no cure. Thus, Eddie would join Jin Kazama's private militia, the Tekken Force, in exchange for his assistance in taking care of his master. Sadly, the old man would die anyway, and shortly after that, Eddie would become disillusioned with his role in the Tekken Force and part ways with Jin Kazama. Now, he would dedicate himself not to revenge, but to protecting the people who were harmed by the Mishima clan. So I know there are a lot of Latino and African fighters and fighting games that utilize capoeira, but Eddie Gordo is the blueprint. Yes, there have been capoeira fighters and fighting games before him, but Eddie Gordo's style and his personality set him ahead of the pack. So what do you guys think about Eddie? Welcome to day 9 of my look at black video game characters for Black History Month. Today was the Super Bowl, and since I don't know of any fictional black football players in video games, at least not off the top of my head, we're going to take a look at the thrashball legend Augustus Cole instead. We first meet Augustus in Gears of War, and he's been a mainstay in the series ever since. The Cole train would first start his career playing for the Eagles. No, not those ones. Then he would join the Hanover Cougars. As you know, however, his thrashball career would end prematurely as he would join with the Coalition of Order government's army following Emergence Day. Cole would fight alongside Marcus, Dom, and Barrett as they battled the Locust invasion along with the Lambent infection. He would grow close to these men, particularly Barrett. After the original Gears of War trilogy, Augustus would become the president of the Coalition Thrashball League as part of the Coalition's Ministry of Entertainment. He would also have a daughter named Hannah Cole, who will meet in the Gears 5 expansion, Hive Busters. Even still, he will continue to fight alongside his allies, this time against the Swarm. Now when you first meet him, he comes across as just another stereotypical big black jock with catchy one-liners. As you play the games, however, you realize there are depths to his character that make him all the more enduring. It's clear that he's dealing with some sort of trauma, and seeing him work through it makes him all that much more compelling. Plus, it's upcoming Gears E-Day. Welcome to day 2 of Black History Month. Today, we look at none other than Knessa from one of the newer hero shooters, mainly Marvel Rivals, but I still got love for this game. Anyway, Knessa is a damage champion who wields a sniper rifle. She formerly worked for the Magistrate, but got bored with military life and decided to become a mercenary instead. You can find her on the side of either the Magistrate or the Resistance, depending on who's paying her more. Her weapon can be used in sniper mode for long-range attacks, or as a carbine for short-ranged attacks. Her oppressor mines can shock enemies upon activation and slow them down if they come in range. Abilities with various cards. I know I got some Paladin players watching this flick, so let me know if you ever played with her. What's good, Gambinos? The Don recently got a free Steam key for the game Midnight Fury from alternate universe version of the 1980s that's overrun by a zombie virus. Immune to the infection, Max and his friends create a TV show called Midnight Fury where they kill zombies in quarantine zones. Immune to the infection, Max and his friends create a TV show called Midnight Fury where they kill zombies in quarantine zones. Soundtrack and tons of 80s references. The game includes roguelike elements The game includes roguelike elements, allowing you to upgrade equipment and hire new allies, with cash that you earn during each run. You'll note that Max, along with his allies, look pretty familiar. Though challenging at first, it gets easier with each upgrade, and before you know it, you'll be flying around the screen headshotting enemies. The developer is adding new features, and even in its early access stage, the game is fun and addictive. The game is only $4 on Steam, so check it out, especially if you like 80s film. Welcome to day 28 of Queer Video Game Characters. Today, we're taking a look at none other than Sir Hammerlock from Borderlands. Making his debut in Borderlands 2, Hammerlock is one of the first human beings that you meet in the game. He's also the central figure of the DLC, Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt, where he guides players through the continent of Agrias. I know I've mispronounced that name. He later shows up in Borderlands 3, where it's revealed that he's in a romantic relationship with Wainwright Jacobs. The two even get married in the Guns, Love, and Tentacles DLC. As you can see from his mustache and Victorian-era drip, Hammerlock is the epitome of non-toxic manliness. Welcome to day 21 of Black Video Game Characters for Black History Month. Yes, I know I'm late, but better late than never, right? Today, we're looking at none other than Kimberly, one of the new characters who debuted in Street Fighter VI. According to Capcom, Kimberly is meant to serve as the new generation's Chun-Li. She fights with the Bushinru Ninjutsu style. If that name sounds familiar to you, provided by Street Fighter and Final Fight veteran, Guy, who is her trainer. She has her own twist on the style too, as she incorporates graffiti spray paint in Nico's death, and encounters several other fighters, including the mysterious JP. She's also a fan of DJ's music, and her style is influenced by 80s pop culture. Her musical theme is a homage to Final Fight. What do you think about her? How does she stand up to other Street Fighter veterans? Welcome to day Black Video Game Characters influenced by 80s pop culture. Her musical theme is a homage to Final Fight. What do you think about her? How does she stand up to other Street Fighter veterans? Welcome to day none other than Cyrax from Mortal Kombat. Making his debut in Mortal Kombat 3, Cyrax was one of 3 Lin Kuei ninja who were converted into cyborgs, the other 2 being Smoke and Sector. He attacks with bombs, an electroshock net, and a harpoon weapon. In the original timeline, Cyrax will be reprogrammed, restoring his humanity, afterward joining the Special Forces alongside Sonya Blade and Jax. He was originally from Botswana, and we even see him before he's converted into a cyborg. In Mortal Kombat 10, he will be fused with Sector, Smoke, and Cyber Sub-Zero to make Triborg. In Mortal Kombat 11, he'd be seen briefly in the story mode, where after gaining some form of his humanity, he would sacrifice himself to bring down Frost cybernetic minions. Mortal Kombat 1 would see a new version of Cyrax debut, this one being female, and instead of being a cyborg, she was a Lin Kuei warrior who wore ceremonial battle armor, which gives her abilities similar to the original Cyrax. This version hails from Niger, and is a childhood friend of Kuai Liang. Alongside Sector, who's also a woman in battle armor, and Bihan, she would attack the Shirai Ryu Temple as Kuai Liang and Harumi are getting married. She would later go on to assist the heroes against Titan Havoc and turn against the Lin Kuei. Afterward, Kuai Liang would forgive her for her actions and offer her a place in his newly formed Shirai Ryu. The original Cyrax also appears as a cameo character in Mortal Kombat 1, so you can have both. Now I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but I like the new version of Cyrax better than the original version. I like her story arc and I like her look. And the fact is... Alright, finally up. I know it took a little bit, but
Arknights.
had to set up some stuff. So this is Arknights Endfield. I actually played this yesterday. I couldn't do a Bijo stream because this is actually a sponsor stream and I really don't want to violate the rules and advertising stuff. But for those of you watching on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, then you can. For those of you watching on YouTube and Twitch, there's a link below. You can go to download this game. I got an affiliate link.
If those you on TikTok, there's a link in my bio. The rest of you guys, if you want to check this out for yourself and support the channel, you can go to my YouTube page, or you can go to my link tree. If you search around on YouTube, then you'll find it, and you'll go there and you can. Oh, the game. It's actually pretty cool. So it's kind of like this action RPG crafting hybrid. This is got a reward. So it's a gotcha game, action RPG, crafting hybrid. It's pretty cool. Cruise Orgus will find you and put them back in the backpack.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let's start this thing. Oh, I put the wrong one in there, of course. Let's use up. Let's actually need more of that mineral.
Only by walking upon the land can we truly appreciate every breath and pulse of life. And this is what
Thanks for the
Endfield
likes,
is fighting for.
Candy more. Let's do that. Kenny Moore, thanks for the likes, as always. And for the rest of you, if you like what you saw, feel free to drop a like. That much helps out the platform. I'm gonna grab some more so we can make some more honorary crop. Sit this here and let it produce some stuff, and meanwhile just spilled some soda. Okay. That's a good thing. That's 27 pieces, so let's claim that. Huh? Just led me over here randomly. So basically it's like a hybrid crafting or action RPG gotcha game. To neat dirty these pieces, I'm gonna step out for a little bit.
Still waiting for something?
I am trying to compose a bad joke for you.
Who's due for some bad luck this time?
I overworked myself.
Need defensive cover? I shall give you my best.
Come on! Let me do something for Enfield!
Originium will carve a path for us.
Get a new assignment.
District refining unit. Right, perfect. Where's Andre? There's Andre.
Fabulous! I now have everything I need to start repairing the prototype. Enman, make sure you're here to witness its awakening. Don't miss it. Promise you'll be here to see it. Landbreakers? Why would they want these things? T11 Originium prisms are highly fragile. Same goes for the high-precision nucleic crystal centers. If handled
Rosemary,
by
thanks for
untrained
joining.
personnel, they can be easily damaged. The prototype is an experimental tech we developed for the ether side. To the Landbreakers, it's probably just a hunk of scrap. Yeah, quite odd indeed. Maybe some Landbreakers thought, hey, that looks expensive, and figured they could flip it on the black market. Anyway, since we've retrieved the crucial items, let's focus on the matter at hand.
Alright. So this is probably going to be a short stream.
Endman, I received Andre's message. Good job out there. The arsenal is the objective. I couldn't get in touch with our closest Enfielder is investigating.
Edmund, we got a high payload situation on our hands. We don't have enough people to clean up the collapse. I wonder if the crisis team could do me a favor and get me some of...
Originium powder? I'm sure Big Owl knows how to make it, right?
Of course I do. It's time to reveal the shredding unit. Mineral ores, metals, head to the PAC and use it to construct a shredding unit. The PAC is meeting all our... Try
Right,
to
so-
deploy the shredding unit close to the PAC.
Because I got more than enough mineral placement.
Enman, activate the shredding unit control panel to check how it's used.
That changed it into Orchium powder.
Simple and intuitive, right? It shares the same basic control panel as the refining unit. I say it's time to shred some
So let's get some more Orchium powder. Kitty, thanks for joining. Rose Alex, thanks for joining. Alright, we got that.
We got the powder. Time. To head to the arsenal. I haven't had proper fireworks ever since I left Wu Ling.
If I'm not mistaken, the local arsenal is managed by an...
Originium will carve a path for us.
Wanna come snowboarding with me, Endman? Arsenal engineer from Endfield.
Arsenal engineer? I remember seeing a little girl who was always running around with weapons in her arms back in Enfield. Are they related?
The Arsenal engineers of Enfield Industries are professionals in all forms of armaments. The little girl you saw is actually their director. I'll properly introduce our Arsenal director once we find the time. I'm sure she will get along with you and our enemy.
Oh, let's just beat these guys up for health.
Clearing the way for the rescue. All variables within estimate.
Alright.
A definitive outcome achieved through strong teamwork. Everyone's giving their all. I've got to step up too.
We made another step forward, Enfielders.
High voltage fence. What's down here? Laura Wallace, hello, I guess? Let's even be ID 977. Thanks for joining.
There's no way we can get through all this rubble. Let's go and find our fellow Enfield.
You're here.
There she
A
is.
high payload situation hasn't changed at all. I've prepped the explosives and marked the detonation site. Don't worry, there's no risk of sympathetic detonation. Ho ho ho! Endman, this barrel of Originium bombs is... Oh! And our AIC factory has been deployed, right? Endman, you can totally...
She really like...
Explosives.
Alrighty. Hope I don't miss. Right on target. I give that explosion a 10 out of 10.
Chen, I remember you making quite a scene with some fireworks. Perhaps you have a knack for demolition work.
Shh! Not here! front of so many people, Pearly. That happened way, way back.
Okay. Talk to the Arsenal engineer.
Hey, you alright?
Breathing is stable. No external injuries detected. He's likely unconscious from the blast. Work ID says Semyon. His vitals look stable. Let's wake him up. Wait, Chen. Go easy on him, alright?
What? An anchor fault struck our base? Wait. Yeah. It's all coming back to me. There was this very loud explosion, and the entire place shook like jelly. Something then probably hit my head.
Ah. Oh.
Thank you, Administrator and Supervisor Perlica. You saved my life. I must return to my post. Fortunately, this arsenal still seems intact. Take a piece or two. It's my duty to make sure you're wielding the best weapons we have.
Alright. Check weapon arsenal. Contingent measure.
Originium will carve a path for us. Not too shabby.
Alright, let's do that. Linda, thanks for joining.
Good. It puts my mind at ease knowing I could help. I still have some gear in stock. Come find me if you need anything.
Read a message from Andre.
Speaking of which, the Valley won't be the only place that's getting an AIC factory, right?
Valley 4 is the first step for the AIC factory. Our plan is to deploy the AIC in various regions along the frontiers.
So what happens after that?
After that?
Yeah, once we step into the frontiers, what do you want to see? Brand new cities? Or cozy homes for everybody?
I actually hoped to see all those visions you listed, but truth be told, I never thought about the question you asked. Perhaps I only hope to witness the fulfillment of a long-held wish.
Oh, a wish from Pearly? I bet it's something noble and compassionate.
No. It's not a wish from me. It came from someone else. Someone who shared it with me.
Here's Andre.
Oh, activation success! Can you hear me? Hello? Are you there, my little buddy? T-A-T-A? Absolutely wonderful! This proves my repair work was a success. This here is Operator Chen, this is Supervisor Perlica, and this is our Administrator. This little buddy's smart module is what Yvonne slapped together in her spare time. Though it might offer a bit of fun, the module's functions are rather limited.
Yvonne.
What? Is this a radio call? No, wait. It's a pre-recorded voice message.
This voice message is triggered if some dummy performs a hard reboot during maintenance.
Georgia Juliet, thanks for joining.
You! What did you do to my precious baby bot?
Ooh, someone predicted Big Owl and all his silly moves.
I don't know what you did, but it's gotta be serious. Remember, if you ever do that again, there'll be no mercy.
Edmund, Supervisor Perlica, you must be my witnesses. I did nothing wrong. I did my best. Oh, that's cruel. Whew. In any case, I have plenty of legitimate reasons to reactivate the prototype. Even in maintenance mode, the prototype can still monitor and log and...
Is that why you told us to come over? All right, stop.
Okay, listen. I found abnormal energy fluctuations coming from the Valley Fort. They appeared shortly before the anchor fall. The intervals between these fluctuations are nearly identical to the intervals between... They are just too similar. So I have to conclude that...
Then we should try to contact the Valley Fort quickly. Let's head to the control tower. We can probably use the comms node there.
Typical crafting manual. Oh, nice. Fine F&M.
I wonder how we'd go about this operation. I better refer to the intel we have and come up with a few emergency backup plans.
Matthew Proctor, thanks for joining.
The control tower received plenty of great news from around the base. Stellar work out there, Administrator. Basic amenities of the hub area are working again. There's one core issue that we still need to fix right now. Our main comms node is currently inoperable. I've taken parts from other means and got most of the node fixed. It's a top secret component, and the backup part has been lost during the attack. Endman, I know I've already asked a lot from you, but... Legends speak of your miraculous work with Originium equipment. We desperately need some of those miracles right now.
Embolina Rose, thanks for joining.
Endman, there was a time when you could directly sense the operations of Originium machinery. You could even fine-tune Originium circuits on the fly. Originium has a wide range of applications. We used both the Originium arts and industrial technology for power production and the processing of various materials. Talos 2 has plenty of Originium cultivation sites and mines. In fact, we can call her...
At one point in our history, Originium mining led to a series of environmental and social issues. However, we had no choice but to press forward. Originium is a resource essential for our survival.
But the Endman has just been awakened recently, and wielding powerful forms of Originium arts will affect anyone's health. Let me try something else. Fine. But if you feel any discomfort, stop immediately.
We're all counting on you, Administrator.
Vice needs Originium circuit repaired by the Administrator. Oh, so it's like a mini game. Oh, I see. So yeah, more. Repair complete.
Welcome to Endfield Industries.
That's a lot of new messages.
Booting up.
Someone save us! The Valley Fort! So many landbreakers! Help!
Too much noise, scumbag!
The Valley Fort seems to have fallen.
That landbreaker, was he trying to taunt us?
An LB mob raided Andre's basement labs. Another group attacked the Originium byproduct process.
It seems like while our comms were down, the landbreakers launched
simultaneous attacks across an entire region. This doesn't make sense. Agreed. We need to act and respond in kind.
Hell yeah! I say it's time for the Enfield counterattack.
Before we made our landing, I had Dijong contact all combat operators in the surrounding regions to reinforce our position. One of them is a landbreaker specialist. His last reported position is just nearby.
Wait, Endman, before you set off, I actually have something for you.
Hey, looks like we got some new armor.
Still waiting for something? A fine product of industrial manufacturing. A fine product of industrial manufacturing.
The security division and the crewmates managed to find some pieces of gear from our stockpile, though they're not top-notch. Equipping them is at least better than nothing. When the anchor came crashing down on us, I did my best to keep my cool and soldier on. But truth be told, my mind turned into a total mess. Your intervention helped us through the worst of this crisis. It is my genuine wish, on behalf— Oh, and by the way, I actually planned a nice little reception for you. Endman, Supervisor Perlica, and Operator Chen never bite more than you can chew. And do not press a desperate foe. It's always better to be safe than sorry. You already did a lot for us, and people at the hub base only wish to see you return safely.
I understand, Director Chin. We all do.
You can count on me.
All right then. Good luck out there.
Every action taken by the Landbreakers seems to be pointed at Andre's prototype, Endfield Industries, and even you and—
Originium will carve a path for us.
Administrator, I say it's time to go and reveal the truth.
Connect and when will upgrade. Oh, let's use it. Oh, nice. Designation selection permit. Ah, let's see what we get. It's like one item from this list.
Arknights, Rhodes Island operator and officers serving the Order of Steel Oath reporting for duty. The situation is urgent. I respectfully request a brief on your battle.
But there's this from yesterday. Sweets and desserts. Freddie Santiago, thanks for joining. Sorry. Let's see if this works. Alright, perfect.
Still waiting for something?
Oh, gee, my team.
Endman,
Oh,
you're
here it is.
here. Waiting for your orders, Administrator.
Ready to break camp on command. A soldier is born to fight.
Originium will carve a path for us.
Let's go over the battle plan once more, shall we?
Originium will carve a path for us.
Let's go over the battle plan once more. A valuable battle. My fighting spirit has been stirred.
Ability matrix. Go to the bridge approach. Richard Reyes, thanks for joining. About the Bone Crushers. Uh-oh. Alan Henderson, thanks for joining.
Originium will carve a path for us.
I'll go max you guys out.
I'll never forget the sight of them.
Oh, you know that stuff.
Prepped and ready to go. We once fought on and never gave up. For it is our wish to witness your return.
Over here, Edmund! So, this? And follow up with this. Alright, I got it!
Let's go over the battle plan once more, shall we?
Somebody else send new messages? Oh, player survey. Uh-oh.
So many landbreakers. They even built a camp.
They're sitting on the only way to the Valley Ford. I think they're...
rising clan does not need guts
Ouch.
of cowards. The boss wants warriors. Enemy! There! Kill them! Show them the power of the clan!
They are blocking our only way. Take them down, Chen.
Useless trash! Want to learn how to really kill?
Sterilize this area! Much better now.
Oh, nice. I pull off a perfect dodge.
Much better now.
Oh, nice.
Ugh, more LBs? Careful, Perlica. These mobs are something else.
Oh, female lamp breakers. That guy looks stuck.
A brave one. Impressive. You must be the legendary administrator.
Day, thanks for joining and thanks for the like. And thanks for the follow.
Catello Wolfgard Lupino, formally reporting for duty, administrator.
Ooh, boy.
That's how Supervisor Perlica usually introduces me. 2 words that...
Wolfgard is an Endfield Specialist Tech Division operator. He's an expert in covert combat, solo operations, and landbreaker issues. You can trust his skills. Listen, Wolfgard. Pointing your gun at a fellow Endfielder is never acceptable. Have I made myself...
Apologies, Supervisor Perlica. It was an emergency, and I failed to notice the administrator. It was...
I will hold you to that.
I'm on it. The Bone Crushers have sabotaged the devices for controlling the bridge. These raiders only focused on raiding and looting in the past. Such actions are too well thought out. This is...
This control panel's busted. Those LBs might have stripped its parts off.
The power issue is something we can handle. The automation core will give...
The switch isn't working. It's out of juice.
We must reconnect it to an electrical grid. Like...
when these open world games include fast travel.
The hub base crew has prepared several relay towers for us. Let's use them to connect the bridge to the grid.
That SOS. Femboy69, thanks for joining. I can't believe I said that online, but thanks for joining. Sweet 16, Gabby Carter, Nicole Starr, Emmy Michelle. Okay, that's how it's done. I can't beat it. I think I see now, so it's like that line right there, that line right there. So it's gonna be like the ones on the right and the ones on the. All right. Kendra Smith, thanks for joining. gotta figure out how to connect this. Alright, let's see. Sergeant Lou, thanks for joining. What is that got to do with it?
The cable is too short, Edmund. We must deploy more relay towers to relay the electricity to the bridge.
If it were up to me, I'd tell the engineering division to make longer cable.
That's never one up. Alright, so once again, for those just watching, this is called Arknights Endfield. If you're on my YouTube channel or Twitch, you can use the link below to download. Use my link. You can that way you can enjoy this great game and you can support the channel. There we go.
We now have a road to reach the Valley Pass.
Before we go, any intel on the Valley Pass?
Fiona, please update us on the latest situation.
Give me a moment. I'm sending you the out. Our current objective is Valley Fort has a bridge that data logs indicate the presence of several settlements. The haze is obscuring our near orbit.
I've rescued a number of civilians nearby. From what they told me, there are also tracks even I do not recognize, such as strange-looking flames illuminating the sky.
Whatever they're up to, it's big.
Oh, nice. Alright, so I think that's not everything almost. Here we go.
Wolfguard, got a question for you, but it might sound inappropriate.
If it's inappropriate, keep...
Yeah, made it all the way up to 7?
Picture yourself.
Yo, come on! I just heard we have a Landbreaker specialist, and that he's from a Landbreaker clan. Are you?
My clan is called the Pack. Unlike the Bone Crushers, we are disciplined. We know when to dispense violence.
Oh, so that means Bone Crushers are bandit raiders, while the Pack are the heroic Wildland Rangers? Do you smell something burning?
Smells like a Bone Crusher trick.
This haze seems really dark and depressing. And what's that large thing way over there?
The dense tech. Dense techs are structures that mark Bone Crusher territories. The other Landbreaker clans also know them well. Bone Crusher chiefs also use these territorial furnaces as symbols of their power. They would burn dense techs can consume almost everything. Bone Crushers would use the... It's aerosolized blight materials released by the dense tech. It messes but haze this dancing.
The blight is a form of hazard caused by the ether. What Wolfguard said is true.
So, what's the...
We still don't know what's going on inside. I'll say we look for other options.
Look around for another path. I think I'm going to call it a night here because I'm starting to get a little tired. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. This is Arknights Endfield. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, you can use my link below to download the game yourself and support the channel. I'm usually on every Sunday afternoon around 4 p.m. and every Monday evening around 8. Stream was a little bit later tonight.